everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video, and as always, hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. I recently had a pretty good day where I headed out to my local Goodwill and found some awesome stuff for some great prices. Not a ton of stuff, just a small stack of stuff, but definitely for some fantastic prices and some good titles to boot. So you may remember that last time I was at my local Goodwill, I unfortunately did not shoot any video. I did find a lot of really cool stuff, so I probably would have made for a good hunting video, but I was in a bit of a hurry, just kind of an in and out job. Didn't really have much time to be filming and walking around and showing you guys stuff. Just kind of went in, saw what they had, grabbed what I wanted, and left. So unfortunately I didn't shoot while I was there last time, but this time around I did shoot while I was there, so let's go do some hunting. Well, alright guys, here we are once again back at my local Goodwill. Just happened to be in the area and figured let's stop in, let's see what they have, because recently I have been finding some pretty good deals here, and this time around definitely did not disappoint. Quality over quantity this time, but definitely some cool finds. So first up, had to look through this table, see what was going on. Nothing too much, just some pretty common stuff, but these intrigued me. These Mysteries of the Bible, which is a A&E series, also is on History Channel, same company. Unfortunately, they were actually missing one of the discs, and they used to come in a box. The box was nowhere to be found either, so I could have lived without having them in the box. Todd Parr, awesome. If you have kids, have them check out Todd Parr, it's great. I could have lived without having the box, but unfortunately, I was missing a disc, so I had to pass. This, I would have also loved to have grabbed, but scratched disc. I had to pass on that, but I would have loved to have gotten that, as I don't have any of those sets in my collection yet. And the CDs, had to look through here, never know what good music or soundtracks you're going to find. And then on to the standard shelves here, and a lot of the same stuff they had last time. A few decent things here and there. Here was the one of the other Mysteries of the Bible discs, but there was supposed to be 7 of them. They were missing one. If any of you guys see that one in the row of movies here, let me know. I didn't see it, but I could be crazy. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. I probably should have gone back and got that, but they were $2 a piece. I don't know. I didn't really even look all that much simply because they were $2 a piece. If it was within a whole set, they would have been much cheaper. But at $2 a piece for 6 or 7 discs, I was gonna pass. And some Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which would have been cool as well. But once again, scratch. So I also had to pass on that. So unfortunately, wasn't really finding much in here. It was a lot of the same stuff they had last time. A few new titles here and there, but nothing I was all that interested, unfortunately. And on to the second CD rack. And again, a lot of the same stuff. Nothing all that great. But there was one thing I was interested in. And that was this here, Shrek. This here being the score, not the soundtrack. I do not have the score to Shrek, so I was definitely intrigued by that. Wanted to grab it for $2. Seemed like a good deal. And that was about it. Any other good music I already had or just didn't want to pay $2 for, so I did pass on everything else. But at least I did find the Shrek. And as I always tell you guys, if you see these bins at your local Goodwill, check them, dig through them, because you never know what you might find. There was some Gulliver's Travels there. Look at this. This great German film, Lori. That was a fantastic film. $2 for that. I had to pick it up. I don't know what that was, so I passed on it. There was some more stuff down here. There we go. Some Veggie Tales, if that's your thing. Brand new factory seal for $2. Cool. Not my thing, though. But look at this, guys. This I was freaking out about. We have Shameless Season 4 for only $2 and Girls Season 3 for only $2. What awesome finds right there. And yes, I'll talk about that in a minute, but both were in perfect shape. I was blown away by that. At this point, I'm freaking out. I'm trying to dig through all this stuff because I'm thinking, are there more seasons? What else is in here? I was getting pretty excited, but unfortunately, those are the only seasons. I don't know why just random Season 4 and 3. I'm not sure, but goes to show you guys, always look at these bins. There was some more stuff. High School Musical 2, no interest in that. Some Lone Ranger, no interest. And I think there was Shrek or something. Yeah, there we go. Shrek the Third down there. So, cool, but nothing else I needed. But the stuff I did find in those bins were awesome and definitely made the entire trip worth it. And I went back and looked at the electronics. The iHome was the only thing I had any interest in, but I passed on it as it's for older generation iPods and iPhones, so I did pass. And that was it, guys. There you go. All the goodies were in the green bin, so always check them. So, alright, guys, let's take a look at everything I picked up. Well, all right, guys, there you go. That was my trip out to Goodwill. And again, I can't stress it enough. Check the bins. Dig through those bins. I know some of you guys have recently left me comments saying things like, your Goodwill doesn't let you look through those bins. And I can understand some Goodwills not wanting people to necessarily root through them, but do it anyway. I gotta say, do it, because I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a Goodwill and I've looked at the shelves and I've just seen nothing. Nothing that intrigued me, nothing I wanted, nothing I thought was a good buy. I go back to the back of the store. I see some bins back there of just all kinds of stuff that has yet to be put out on the floor. I start digging through and I find some awesome finds, because it's stuff that nobody's really looked at yet, stuff that's just sitting there waiting to be put out on the shelves that you get first dibs at. So again, I know some of you guys said that you're really not supposed to do that at your local Goodwill. I've never, any Goodwill I've ever been to my entire life, nobody's ever said don't look through those bins. I've had employees walk past. I've literally had employees like put more bins out as I'm rummaging through them. Never said a thing. So I guess it depends on your Goodwill. But if you can, if you're going to get away with it, look through them, because you might find some cool stuff. And that's what happened to me. I found some good deals in those bins. The only thing that I found on the shelves that I was interested in was Shrek. The original motion picture score, which is really cool, because I didn't have this yet. I have a bunch of different Shrek CDs. I have all the Shrek soundtracks. I have like Now This Is Shrek, and like a Shrek party mix, and all kinds of weird Shrek releases. I did not have the score yet, so that's awesome. This is all being done by Harry Gregson Williams and John Powell. So very, very cool. Wow, 27 tracks total. Look at that artwork. That looks beautiful. I love that. I love this. That is amazing looking. So very, very cool. The score to Shrek, didn't have it yet. Had to pick it up. Awesome. All right. But now for what I found in those bins and bags. So had I not looked through them, this is all I would have walked out with, a $2 copy of the Shrek score, which is cool, but it wouldn't really made for a very interesting trip. But I found some awesome stuff again in the back. So first thing I found was Lori, which is a German film. I did watch this already. It was freaking awesome. Great movie. I'm going to have some good things to say about this when I review it. So I didn't know anything about this. I picked it up and I was like, I don't know. But it was $2. Saw it was a German film, won some awards. It takes place during World War II. The synopsis is really what sold me on this one. After reading the synopsis, I thought, that actually sounds like a fairly interesting movie. This might be pretty good. And for $2, I wasn't going to pass. It was not something I come across ever. I've never seen this out in the wild before. This is my first time ever hearing about the movie, ever coming across the movie. So I grabbed it, and glad I did. It was great. And $2 for this, steal, very cool. And then, as you guys saw, I found 2 seasons for $1.97 a piece. I couldn't believe the price. Assumed they were going to be more, but they weren't. I'm assuming whoever priced these probably thought it was just a standard DVD due to the size of the casing, but it wasn't. So first thing here is a complete 4th season of Shameless. Again, I'm not lying. $1.97, $2 for this. That is it. So the 4th season of Shameless. I have never seen this show. I do not own any other seasons of this. It's a show I'm interested in, a show I've wanted to check out. I've heard good things about this show, so definitely something I want to see. And I wasn't going to pass on the 4th season. I still need to get seasons 1, 2, and 3 before I can even get around to watching this. But for $2, I'm going to pick it up, and now I got to be on the hunt for seasons 1, 2, and 3. So very awesome. It looks great. Like I said, I've heard good things. Definitely want to check it out. And $2, check the freaking bins. But this is what I was most excited about, and that is season 3 of Girls. I actually do enjoy this show. I have seasons 1 and 2 already on DVDs. Now I got 1, 2, and 3. This is great. This is a show my wife actually turned me on to. And as it turns out, my wife isn't even a fan of this. She was watching the first season. I don't know if it was on Netflix or where she was watching it, but she was watching on TV. And I sat down and I started watching it with her, and I'm like, this show's kind of interesting. I started to get involved in the story, the characters, and I kind of got interested in what was going on. And my wife's like, yeah, I don't know, I really didn't like it all that much. And I actually really enjoyed what I saw and got intrigued and wanted to see more of it. So now I went out and bought seasons 1 and 2, and now I got 1, 2, and 3. So really excited about this one. I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't season 1 or 2, because if I would have came across those, I'd be like, figures. I already got those, but the season I need to pick up for $2, a steal. Really, really cool. So Again, do I need to say it? Check the bins in back. Always look through them. Some of my best Goodwill finds have been out of those bins. So, you know, there's well, I should say always. There's sometimes good stuff on the shelf, but there's like always good stuff in those bins. I mean, okay, maybe sometimes not so much, but most of the time there is. So there you go, guys. That is everything I grabbed from my local Goodwill. Like I said, not a ton of stuff. Definitely a quality over quantity this time, because this is pretty cool. I'm actually excited about this. Out of all the Shrek stuff I come across Shrek CDs all the time for all the movies. I've never come across this score, so I was pretty excited about that. And of course, 2 seasons and an awesome movie for only $2 a piece, out of the bins and back. You can't go wrong with that. So, all right, guys, there you go. That was it. So, like I always say, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Be sure to hit that like button down below. If you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, then hit the subscribe button, and you're going to get one. And also, if you want to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, hat, hoodie, tank top, baby gear, buttons, hats, all kinds of cool Cinema Sickness gear, head over to cinemasickness.spreadshirt.com where you can get yourself some of that. And finally, if you want to support the show and keep videos like this coming your way, head over to patreon.com/Cinema Sickness, where you can become a patron. Any tiny little bit helps and is greatly appreciated. So, all right, that's it. Have a good one, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.